Did y'all catch the Angela Simmons interview? That's all I got to say, y'all. Did y'all catch it? Because that child, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all, hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. And let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Thursday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. I don't know that you all watched the interview, but oh my goodness. And let me see, where was this interview? I forgot where I saw this interview at, but it should be on YouTube. Y'all should be able to pull it up anywhere. Okay? Angela Simmons got up there and she broke down, basically. She broke down. She did. She broke down. Somebody's lying, clearly, in this whole situation between her and Yo Gotti. Somebody is lying, because weeks before she just did this interview, Yo Gotti inside inner circle was saying that Yo Gotti broke up with her. He dumped her. This is what they're saying. Okay? Angela got on there and said that she dumped him. Y'all. She also threw out some subliminals, y'all, that she may get back with somebody that she was with before. So she might go back to Yo Gotti. This is what she's saying. She's leaving the door open that she might go back. She said she never know what she's gonna do, but she's living life, okay? And she tried to act like, you know, she was chilling. She said, I'm chilling in my bag. I'm healing. This is what, the message that she put out, which is a good message, for other females that then got dumped or whatever, got cheated on. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. She acts as if she want to get married so bad. This is one of the things that she keep pushing out there, that she wants to be a wife. And if these are the things that you want, and your relationships start off with a man cheating on you from the start, you give him a chance and he show you that he's a dog, he ain't gonna change, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference when you're in a relationship with somebody and they let you know what they got going on up front. Okay, y'all, they ain't trying to hide nothing. You either accept it or you don't. Okay, if you're the type of person that don't want to share and all that stuff, he ain't gonna change. Especially if he coming through the door doing that. He's not. Okay? And it's up to you if you're going to put up with it or not. If they out here trying to cheat and, be two-faced and whatever. You dump them and you move on. You don't just sit there in a relationship that is one-sided. Just because they got money. I don't care if they got money or not. I don't see no difference in somebody that's broke and somebody that got some money that's cheating on you. They both are cheaters, okay? That could end badly. It could end badly. And you could be on the outside looking in like she's doing right now with him and Glorilla. Okay, y'all? He can't keep his hands off Glorilla. Standing on the stage with her, awards, whatever it is, he has his hands around her waist and everything. She almost had to pry his hands apart from each other just to put his arms around her. And if he did put his arms around Angela, this is the look on his face. He looked like his wish was granted. He act like he wanted her so bad, and he got her, and he didn't want her. He did not want her at all, and it showed in his face. He couldn't stand Angela. He couldn't. And I don't see how nobody didn't see the signs. Everybody was, oh, we love this for them. Da, 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 da. And it was horrible. You could see it on his face. He was miserable. He didn't like her. To be honest with you, she was uncomfortable with him. My personal opinion. Okay? I don't think Angela liked him the way she thinks she liked him. She liked the attention. Okay. She liked the thought of being his woman and, being around all of that, just the drama, everything of it all. I don't feel sorry for Angela the least little bit. I think that Angela Simmons is a clout chaser. That's what she is. And she liked to say that, oh, she liked to be private and this and that and that and this. But she did not start liking Yo Gotti until they took out Young Dolph. When they took out Young Dolph, his name was all over the place. And her showing up to awards with purses shaped like a weapon and all of this stuff. F Angela Simmons. Okay, y'all? I just have to put it out there, okay? She got on this interview looking desperate. And this is where she called herself broke down at. And when she started breaking down, and like I said, she's not upset about losing Yo Gotti. She's upset about losing the attention that she got when she was with Yo Gotti. It wasn't the fact that she was so crazy about him. She have act like this with everybody that she's been in a relationship with. She act like she's head over heels for somebody, even if she didn't even like them at first. But all of a sudden, he became, ooh, he's interesting. Let me check him out. He didn't took out Young Dolph. His name is all over the place. I get to be put on this pedestal to make it look like, controversy, all that. People going to be mad. Some people going to be happy for the situation. And this is what she did. I don't feel so, especially how her first, her baby daddy went out. Okay? He went out with boom, boom, booms. And it was so disrespectful for her to be in a relationship with Yo Gotti, with him tied to all of this mess to do with Young Dolph. And how they took Young Dolph and how did they travel from city, state to state to try to take this man out. And then not only that, his brother gets lined up. Okay? And she ignored all the signs. This is a person that's out of touch with a lot of stuff. She may be, younger and stuff like that. But she's so lost in the sauce, it doesn't make sense, y'all. She don't know what's going on. Just even from the way she dressed, her Balenciaga and all of this stuff. Everybody and their mama knows about the whole drama that went on with Balenciaga. And how, they are, y'all already know, name is attached to, not just demonic stuff, but little ones trafficked to the king stuff. Okay, y'all? And she is just out of touch with everything that's going on. She tried to portray herself to be so sweet and innocent on this interview. And I said, oh, God, did anybody watch her on a reality show, how she played her sister? She treated her sister like junk, like trash. This is how she treats her sister. Okay? They were making so much money off that, the gym shoe line and stuff like that. And she just walked away from her sister, business partner, all of that, because her head just was all in the clouds. And I could even imagine how she was acting when she was with Yo Gotti. And she was already acting the way she was acting on the reality shows, like she was too good for everybody, and everybody was beneath her and this and that. Can y'all just imagine how far in the clouds her head was to her family, sisters, and all of that other stuff, and her friends that she claimed now she's leaning on? I said, Lord, bring it on, Angela, bring it on. And then she didn't take accountability for anything. She blamed God. She blamed God for the breakups, y'all. I said, Lord, have mercy. She said, God, you tripping. That's what she said. I said, Lord, have mercy. How many people did God send to her for to tell her to leave Yo Gotti alone? How many how many on the internet jumped on their platform and said, Angela, this is not it. Your child's father passed away from boom, boom, boom. And you go and get with somebody that is under investigation, my understanding. Allegedly. Okay? For Young Dolph. Not only Young Dolph, but his own brother now. Okay? And this is who you choose to be with. Doing all the stuff that was going on, all the people that was hurting, how they came at Dolph, you could care less about somebody's life being taken. And she got on there. She didn't, seem like she was crying about the daddy part, her baby daddy passing away or none of that. She didn't seem like she was crying about Yo Gotti. But she got to the part where her daddy told her when she got, engaged, Her daddy said that if he don't marry her, he will. So that brought her to tears on the interview because her daddy is the greatest of all time. She also blamed her dad too. She said that her dad approves all of her relationships. So she's trying to say it's her daddy's fault and God's fault of why she ended up with Yo Gotti. Nothing her fault. Not her fault whatsoever. Okay, you chasing the want to be in the spotlight. Okay, you chasing somebody that you ran from years. Okay, it's something you should have went with your first man. If your first man told you to stay away from him, why didn't you? You wants to be with a bad boy. You wants to be with somebody that's going to prison. You wants to be with some rich man that's taking people out and lining them up and snaking their own family members, allegedly. This is what you chose. And you going to blame it on God? Girl, bye. I can't with this. I cannot. But this is when she called herself, was breaking down on this picture. I said, Lord, this child is so lost. Now, then she pumped up the whole interview to make it seem like she was doing some music, like she was singing, y'all. I said, oh, Angela finna start singing? You know? And then it got to the end. And that was all a front. This child is so pathetic, y'all. She really is. I don't think that... I'm kind of glad Mario, what's his name? Romeo dodged this thing right here. I really am. I'm glad that he dodged this. You know, all these years I said... The one that probably was going to treat her right, a bit a perfect person for her, was probably going to be Romeo. I think Romeo was going to treat her good, but she want herself, she want to be in the midst of street associates and all of that stuff. She wants to be the first lady of the streets. This is what Angela wants. But she want to be a wife of the first lady of the streets. This is the crazy part about it, okay? She looked desperate on this show, letting everybody know that she was back outside, that she's willing and ready for the, you know, find her husband again. This is all her life is about, looking for somebody that's, just let it happen naturally, Angela. Just meet somebody, like them, and then, you know, go from there. Why is you just putting that message out? Oh, I'm looking. I need a husband, I need a husband. And she coming there with all white, y'all. And she got a little, what is that, the bouquet? I was like, Lord have mercy. She ready for the wedding already, y'all. This was crazy to me. This was crazy. And like I said, she pumped up everybody thinking that she's finna do some music. And knowing she ain't finna do no music, y'all. She can't sing. What can Angela do? She let everybody know she can't dance. So she talked about her dancing, that she's stiff as a board. Then she talked about this. She pumped up this music, and I'm like, okay, let me see what Angela got. She got a little singing in her. You know, her daddy is Run DMC and all of with the group and all of that stuff. So maybe she got a little talent here. And she kept saying her song. So I'm thinking this is her song. They played a song at the end, and she's a hype person. Basically, she's another hype person for the song. Somebody else is singing the song. Somebody else wrote their parts to the song. And she's doing a little talking over the singing. Yeah. And she act like she stepped into the music world. I said, Lord have mercy. I can't believe this poor child. She also talked about how she been going to a lot of therapy. Oh, she's been going to therapy since she was young. And I'ma just say this, fire the therapist, because right now the therapist seems like it's not working. It is not working, y'all. I don't get it. She thought that dating Yo Gotti was a special thing. She said that dating him, when she started dating him, she wanted to share that she was dating him. The reason why you wanted to share it is because of all the drama that was around his name. That's why. And you wanted to be, you know, in everybody's face. That's what you wanted, Angela. And she is missing that attention right now. It ain't so much that Yo Gotti is dating somebody else and all of that. Yo Gotti never stopped dating that nurse. Word on the street. They were still together through all of this stuff. And I bet you 9 times out of 10, he told that nurse that I'm just dating Angela because, you know, this trial is going through. This young Dolph just got taken out. And this gives me a different, you know what I'm saying, look to be with her. But he didn't really want her, and once everything blows over, which it's not, he's still under investigation. He was gonna dump her. He tried to hang in there as long as he could. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you all think. Do you all think that Angela dumped him or he dumped Angela? Because I'm willing to bet that either he dumped Angela or he made it very, very clear that he did not want her. She wasn't his type. He wasn't, listening to nothing she was saying when she was arguing, because they said every time they entered the room, it was always tension. They were always arguing and everything. So basically, when they did hook up to hang out together, it was a lot of arguments going on. Okay, on who he was spending his time with, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. If she was the one that broke up with him, he pushed her to her limits so that she would go and break up with him. Maybe he didn't want that, hat on his head that he pursued her until the Dolph trial and all this stuff got out the way. And his dirtiness that he was doing behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying, y'all? When it came down to Dolph and all of that. Once he thinks that the smoke kind of cleared the air, he dumped her. And he made sure that he treated her like trash so she could dump him. That's my personal opinion. But, the fact that people came forward that was in this inner circle was talking about the argument and all of that stuff, I'm willing to believe that he dumped Angela. I just believe it. And I think the only reason why she came forward to even talk a little bit about it, because she's, I don't talk about, I'm going to just say that, it's over and that's all I'm going to say. But she said a lot more than that. Y'all didn't read between the lines. I did. She said that, basically she was a fantasy for him. And she's starting to feel like she was a fantasy for a lot of people. They thought that they wanted to be with her. And she thought she was a certain way. But when they got with her, they couldn't stand her. They can't stand her. It's something about Angela that is so off that it don't make sense. And the desperation is seeping through her skin, y'all. It is seeping through her skin. I've never seen someone that, has a lot going for her. Now, I think her niche is selling products. When her and her sister was working together, they could have been in the billions right now. They could have been in the billions if she would have stayed working with her sister. But she felt like her sister is beneath her. And that's sad, because when they worked together, they was making so much money. And apart, they're kind of struggling. Her sister's doing pretty good, because her sister be in a lot of movies. I be seeing her sister acting and everything. Angela could have got into that. I think Angela could have possibly got into acting. But I think her niche is selling products. And like she said, probably, pumping up a product and then selling it for $1 billion. That's her niche. This music stuff and trying to be the first lady of the streets and the street association. This is not her. She don't fit in that lifestyle. She don't even have that swag to be with a man that's out here in the streets like that. She just don't. It was always off to me. It really was. And I don't know why people lied to her. Oh, you all look so cute together. Oh, you all this. That was the most oddest situation ever, y'all. This child didn't never know from one minute to the next if somebody was going to roll up and empty the clip in the car with her and Yo Gotti. She never knew. And she could have had her life taken dealing with this man, to be honest. But I think the ops knew he didn't even like her. That's why she was never a target. If he would have really been in love with Angela, the ops would have got her easily and took her out just to hurt Yo Gotti. But they knew Yo Gotti, he didn't like her at all. But yeah, y'all, This is when she called herself breaking down, saying her daddy made her, um, y'all, her daddy made her cry by telling her that he would marry her if nobody else would. Well, I bet he better hurry up because before he get too old. Because I don't think she's ever gonna get married. I don't think if she do, it's gonna be somebody that likes clout too. They probably got a little money, but they don't have the fame, but they want it. They want it to be attached to her. This is gonna be what she's gonna end up with if she keep on being this desperate. Somebody's gonna be like, well, let me go on and just, because they don't mind. They got money, but they not getting that attention that they need as far as what they're looking for. Because some people that got money, they not popular. Just think about the brat and her wife. Okay, her wife is a money making machine, but she didn't have that fame. Now she has both because she's with the brat. She's a baller, and she is hanging out at the award shows, all this stuff because she has the brat. Okay, you get you a celebrity that I'm just saying, and they can have both. This is what Angela's going to end up with. A man that probably has money, because I don't think she's going to be with no broke person. But then again, I don't know. Because the baby daddy didn't have too much money either, from my understanding. Okay, y'all? She might end up with some little hustler on the streets or something like that. And I'm just saying. Even hustlers, they want somebody that can bring something to the table, too. I'm just saying, y'all. And Angela is messing up badly. Did y'all remember when, she was getting sued for not paying her bills because she was running around here with Yo Gotti and head in the air acting like she was, everything was beneath her, even her bills? Do y'all remember back here? She was buying Yo Gotti cars that he didn't even want. He laughed when she bought him that little car. Okay? Get that little mother out of here. This is what he wanted to say at his birthday party. Okay? Because the car that she bought him, she ended up couldn't even pay for it. She was paying notes on it. Y'all, it's crazy. Word on the street, she was paying notes on that car. She was trying to live above her means, and she was trying to keep up with him. This is what she was doing. And she wasn't paying her bills. She stopped paying her rent and all kind of stuff in places where she was at. And this is what happened to her. She's not just hurt because Yo Gotti dumped her. She's looking stupid out here because everybody and their mama that had some sense was saying, girl, run fast. Everything that she built up on to, just think about this for a second. Before she got with Yo Gotti, you didn't hear about her not paying her bills. You didn't hear none of this stuff about her. You heard that she was, got attitude problems, stuff like that. Think she better than everybody. But never did she ever, I never heard anything about her not paying her bills and stuff like that. How do you get with Yo Gotti and then you're not paying your bills? Did she expect to start working when she got with him? And she thought he was going to pay her bills for her? Because he's a baller? Huh? And we're seeing now that a lot of people that look like they balling, they ain't really balling. They're not really balling the way they look like they are. It's a reason why he's clinging to Glorilla, because she's his money maker right now. Or everybody almost that he didn't sign. She's the money maker. Even Moneybag Yo is out here scamming people. So a lot of this stuff is a front. And she became the biggest fronter when she got with him. She started fronting too, like she was balling out of control. She made of money. And now she's, brought back to reality. She got to go back to work. She got to go back out here, try to hustle and make her some money. Pay back people that, she messed over while she was with Yo Gotti. I'm just saying, Yo Gotti. This child is pitiful, okay? She called social media a fake book. This is what she said. That, stuff that's on the social media is not true and this and that and that and this. It's a lot of stuff on social media that is true, y'all. A lot. And if it's a fake book, then you was all over social media. Is you the fake book that was all over social media? Because all while you were out here and people were talking about you, a lot of stuff was fake. This child is pathetic, y'all. And I'm going to just say this, because the lady that gave her the interview, she was like, oh, it's so good that can come back from a bad breakup and you not, just messed up over it. Oh, she messed up over it, y'all. But it's not the way y'all think. She's messed up because she's not getting that attention anymore. And that's what she likes. The attention more than the man. Another thing, she's been here before. How many times have everybody done dumped her? It's a difference when you lose interest in somebody. Because females can lose interest in somebody too. You can hit that and be like, oh, okay. You can be chasing a guy and you be like, you like his swag and this and that and that and this. And then you hit that and you be like, that's just some regular old swag. It ain't the swag. Okay, y'all? And you can be like uninterested anymore too. Women are like this. It's not just men, it's women too. And you can mess around. This how a lot of women end up with somebody ugly. Because you mess around and get this ugly one a chance. And he hit them right spots and you feel like, oh shit, I'm keeping this one. And this makes him think he's on top of the world because he's getting all his attention from all the other girls that couldn't stand him. He's ugly. But you get him, everybody want him because they're like, oh, I want to see what she's seeing. So this is how this goes both ways, y'all. This goes both ways. And like I said, she has done this before. She done broke up over and over and over again. She done had this didn't play its part out over and over. This was just the most public one. This was the most public. She thought she had hit cha-ching, the jackpot, okay? It's not a jackpot if you can spend all his money, but you scared to come outside. I'm just saying, y'all. Because of all the dirt that he done. Allegedly. Okay, y'all? It's not a win. When you can, be taken out being with somebody. It's not a win. When your career is taking the hits that it's taken. When she came to that award show with that purse shaped like a weapon, that was disrespectful to Dolph's fans. People that even supported her looked at her a different type of way. And now she's trying her best to come back out there and put herself back out there in front of everybody. And nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. Because they feel like, what she did was ridiculous, y'all. It was so disrespectful. How does she think Dolph kids felt seeing Angela Simmons on the arm of somebody that allegedly set up their daddy? How she think them babies felt, y'all? And she's sitting up and talk about her son this and he this and he that. How could you possibly care for your son when his daddy went out that way and then you go get tangled up with somebody that's mixed up in some most situations? There are still people to this day that wants Gotti's head on a platter, y'all. And they're not going to stop until they get it. This is going to be the biggest fish of the century when somebody get to them. And sooner or later, somebody going to get to him, y'all. Dolph was loved all over this world, y'all. And when I tell y'all he was loved all over, it was everywhere. When I just put up one video saying, they don't got love for Dolph, everybody starts sending me emails and messages saying, this place got love for Dolph. This place got love for Dolph. This place. People out the country were saying they got love for Dolph. So Yo Gotti might think he winning. He think he done got away with something, but he hasn't. And she should be thanking God instead of blaming God. She should be thanking God that it ended like this so that when they do come for Yo Gotti, she ain't in the midst of it. Or her son caught up in this mess. My son wants me to get married. Yeah, but get married to somebody that everybody ain't looking for to take out. Because they want big head. They want him. By any means necessary. They want big head. And they're going to get it. They are going to get to him. It's people out here that didn't fail back on a lot of people out here in these streets. A lot of people think that they didn't got away with the Duke the jeweler. They ain't got away. People just got to be strategic in getting at people that played a part in what happened to Duke the jeweler. It's people still peed off about that, y'all. And they're not going to stop until they get justice. One way or the other. I'm just saying, y'all. And why put yourself in this just so you can be? This man look so pitiful on this picture. And she got this fake smile up, acting as if she's winning. This child is pathetic. And she said her daddy approved. Your daddy ain't tell you, girl, this man ain't interested in you. That's a mama and a father's job to try to make sure that their child is straight. That's their job. And your job is to warn your child of anything that might harm them, or it ain't just, getting boom, 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 just protecting their heart. That's their job. Some people ain't gonna listen, but it's their job to make sure that their child is good. And she got on there, she basically blamed God and she blamed her daddy, but never herself. Through that whole interview, never herself. And then try to, pump up new adventures that she got going on. But she pumped it up in the beginning to make it look like she was singing. Or rapping or singing or something. She gets to the end and she doing a little talking over somebody singing. So she's a hype man to somebody that we never heard of before. Y'all, Lord have mercy. Then she's throwing up all these thirst trap pictures. And she said, I'm just taking pictures. I'm not trying to, do this and that. She's trying to act like she's so innocent. I didn't see the picture, but somebody said that, she was being dragged on social media about the camel toenails. Okay, y'all? The camel toenails. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're saying that she put a picture up showing the camel toenails. Okay? And she said that that's not, she didn't even see it like that, but she took the picture down because she didn't want people to think that she was, sending out thirst pictures. Girl, bye. You know what you be doing when you be putting them pictures up. You know what you be doing. I just seen some of the other pictures and I'd be like, good Lord, Angela, just go to start doing OnlyCans, okay? She might as well start doing OnlyCans. Because she's already putting up all these kind of thirst pictures all over her social media. Like, please, 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 somebody pick me, pick me, pick me. This is the attitude that she has. This is sad to watch Angela go out like this. But at the same time, we already knew. We saw this coming over here. We really did. But if y'all haven't checked out the interview, go check out the interview, y'all. It's something else. That's all I can say. This child is a complete liar. She talked about how close her and her family was. Oh, me and my family is so close. Yeah, when you break up with somebody, you close to them. But when you are head over heels and thinking that they beneath you, if she acts anything like she act on that, what is it? I'm trying to think of the name of that show she was on with Growing Up Hip Hop or something like that. I think that's the show she was on with Lil Bow Wow and them, and all of them made appearances there, here and there on there. Her brother was on there. Couple of, celebrity kids is on that show. And y'all, she treated her sister. I just couldn't stand the way she treated her sister. I just couldn't. Her sister seemed like she's just really sweet. Seemed like she looks out for her sister. You know what I'm saying? But Angela don't see her as a sister. She see her as a peasant or something. This is the way she acts in the reality shows that they be in. She acts as if she's beneath her and this and that and that and this. Her sister can't touch her with a 10-foot pole, and she thinks she's prettier. She thinks she got a better shape than her sister. She just act like she got it together more than her sister. And to me, it's the opposite. Her sister is not running around here acting like she's desperate for a man, and if she don't have one, the world is gonna come to an end. This is how Angela acts, y'all. It's sad. We knew when she started showing her face again that she was going to be desperate, because that's all she did. Even when she was on the reality show, y'all, the desperation was through the roof. All her whole everything that it was about when it showed her scenes was her looking for a man. And now she's looking for a man again. Y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all. And to that, I mean, when I saw that interview with her dressed like she was finna go get married or something, I was like, wow, what's up with all this white? And, what's up with this? Like, this is sad to see. And I know Run gotta be like, I did not raise her to be like this. I know he gotta feel some type of way about this. He got to. This is sad on so many levels. Out of all his kids, everybody is doing pretty good and, living their life. They not acting desperate. Like, they just have to be in that spotlight. But her, she's the only one. And each time she gets dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped each time. And she dropped one and she right back outside looking again. And if she meets somebody within a week, she's ready to get married again. She rushes everything. And I'm like, po child. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the whole interview, if you all saw it. Did you all see desperation there? I'm just saying, did y'all see it? Did you see her accept no accountability for what happened with this whole Yo Gotti stuff in the first place? If she would have stayed with her first man and still stayed his fantasy, she wouldn't be in this situation right now. This man can't love nobody. If you're a jealous person and you want to take people out just because they doing better than you, or they calling them the king of Memphis, your brother, you use him to help take out your enemies, allegedly, and then turn around and land your own brother, who in the world do he really love or care about? Ask yourself this question. He don't even really care about Glorilla, but he'll deal with Glorilla over her because Glorilla got a different type of that street swag that he probably like. But Glorilla makes a lot of money because she's still feeling, people still coming to see her. It is what it is. The world is full of wretchedness. The kids is coming up at a day and age where wretched music is, running rapid out here. So this is why Glorilla is where she's at. Not to mention, him and his buddy is helping pay for them awards that she's getting over and over and over again. It's who you know. It ain't that she's, I'm just saying. The more awards that she keeps winning, the more people want to come out to see her. And these young generations that want to be around wretchedness. Okay, y'all? It is what it is. It's not like she's the greatest of all time out here. It's just that it is what it is. I think with the right training, Boosie's daughter will run rings around Glorilla. I'm just saying, her voice and everything, she got that Boosie sound. Okay? But a female, I think she would run rings if she had help. Her daddy don't want to help her, okay? Because she's a rump wrangler, okay, y'all? Her daddy don't want to help her. Her daddy got a problem with helping the females in the family, but don't help, help the guys in the family, but don't help the females. This is how Boosie is. It's weird, the whole situation with Boosie, that he's not pushing up one person that he should be pushing to help her career. She should be doing shows. He pushed the son, but the daughter sound better than the son. And it is what it is. And if they would have pushed her, I think she would be out here taking over. Taking over. That's my personal opinion. With the right training. But, it is what it is. And they want to push her Glorilla, okay? That's their thing now. Another, industry puppet they want to push. I don't feel in no shape or form that he's so in love with Glorilla, okay? But I do know he likes her more than he likes Angela. I do know that. I do know that Glorilla is bringing money to the table. She got something to bring to the table. Angela don't. She's not even paying her other bills. She have nothing going on. Only thing she wants is to, tell him what to do. Okay? She's not got nothing going on the side to bring to the table. Be like, okay, here you got this and I got this to bring to the table. None of that. She wants to be so in love. When she's in love, she forget about the bag. Now she's thinking about the bag again. Because she done messed up bad cars and all kind of gifts for this man, trying to make him think that you can't buy love. You can't buy it. You can't. Either people gonna care about you or they ain't. It doesn't matter the things that you buy. It don't. It does not matter what you buy for people. If they don't like you, they are not going. You can buy somebody a house, cars, whatever. You can't change a person. They'll be riding around in your car that you bought them. In the car you bought them, rather. They'll be living in the house that you bought them. And wearing the clothes that you bought them. Spending the money that you gave them. And they'll still be running around talking about you like a dog. Now, the one good thing that came out of this interview, I'm going to say this part. She said that when she went to therapy, this is the only good advice that the therapist gave her, was, she would do stuff for people and they wouldn't appreciate it. And the one good thing that the therapist, I got this out of that, okay, is that they ask you to do this for them. If they didn't ask you to do this for them, then, why are you tripping on them not appreciating it? Because you did this on your own. And the lady that gave her the interview, she was like, "Did that make you stop doing stuff for people?" And they laughed it off. But that was really some good advice. A lot of people, and I've been there too, that I will go out of my way to do stuff for people. Okay, out the goodness of your heart, you go out of your way to do something for someone. And then they act like you didn't do anything. They don't say thank you. They don't say appreciate. They'll go and say somebody else did it for them before they say you did it. I've been around that type of situation too. They don't even give you the credit that you did it. They want to get the credit to somebody else. Stop doing for everybody. Especially people that don't respect you. Stop doing for people that run around and talk about you behind your back. Stop doing it. You can't make somebody like you. You can't. No matter what. And then you'll have somebody come back around you and they'll buy you something just so you can buy them something. It gets you back on that buy me something, you buy me something, buy me. You have to use your brain, y'all. Use the brain. If somebody don't mean you well, you ain't stupid. You know if somebody don't mean you well. You move on to somebody that does mean you well. Or you just mean yourself well. Now that's the only good thing that her therapist said. Outside of that, I think she wasting a lot of money on a therapist. Because this therapist ain't telling her nothing that makes sense. The therapist is swimming in the same circle that she's swimming in. Gotta be. Because nothing is clicking in that head of Angela's. The clout, and I think that she's just after the wrong things. This is why things not working out for her. She's after so many things that's not in her best interest. You want to be so famous. You want to be, your name and lights. You want this by any means necessary, no matter what it is. This is what you want to be a part of. It's like you get the biggest serial hitter out here, and they got a trail of bodies everywhere. But their name is all out there. Everybody talking about them. She wants to be with that person so her name could be in that spotlight at the same time with it. This is weird how she, chooses. It's crazy. I don't get it. But, yeah, she went from this to, to this. And, yeah, she's hurting, y'all. And it ain't for no Yo Gotti. She's hurting because she don't have that attention. She ain't getting in them limos and dressed alike with him with the jewelry on that she probably had to give back. Like, this is what she was about. Instead of, spending time with your son, getting back to making that money with your sister, because you and your sister was a good team together. She talked about, I want this, something she's working on right now. I want her cakes. I want my cakes to, I'm going to sell my business for $1 billion. Most people don't think when they're starting a business. This is why I say she's weird. When people normally open a business and start chains and stuff like that, and they're making boo-boo money off of it, their biggest goal isn't to sell it. It's like she's not attached to something that she really wants to just stick with, or if it works for you, just keep it. Why would you sell your business if it's doing good? Like, it's weird. I know a lot of celebrities are doing it, but it's like, that's on her mind when she first started off. It's not to just make money. If you think about the Brat's wife, she's making boo-boo money. Her goal isn't to just sell it and get $1 billion. Why sell it when you could just keep making money off of it forever if it's that good of a product? It just make it a chain. Keep making money. I don't get it. The brand that she had with her sister would have probably been something that she could have been in the billions of dollars by now. Not could have, would have. But it was like she didn't want to share that spotlight with her sister. She wanted to do it by herself so she could ball out of control without her. This is the attitude that she has. I don't understand it. When they work so perfectly together. Like, it made no sense to me, y'all. Why not go back to that? And ball, and then you don't have to be out here fronting, acting like you got money, and you bought him a car when you is paying car notes on the car. Like, you wouldn't have to be fronting if you was out here taking care of your business. You want everybody, I'm a hustler, I'm this, I'm that. Well, your hustling ain't doing so good if you didn't pay your rent. She didn't even pay her rent. She was sued for $30-some thousand, y'all. I think it was like 30-some thousand. How's you hustling? You can't pay $30-some thousand. How you buy your boyfriend a gift and you paying car notes? Like, come on now. Angela Simmons. She should have been able to be like, I want that car right there and pay cash for it. If you was going to give, I'm just saying, y'all. And he probably don't even drive that car. He probably gave that car to somebody else or just let her keep it so she could return it because she couldn't pay for it. She couldn't afford it. And I kind of see where he's coming from. Why would you go and pay for something and then you want me to pay for it? We just fronting at this point. You telling me you showing the world in the public spotlight that you bought me a car, but behind closed doors, you want me to pay for the car that you bought me? I'm supposed to give you the money for it now. I'm supposed to pay your bills. This is where their relationship went. And I see how it went sour real fast. She wants to pretend that she's something that she's not. But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the new members. Thank you for the Cash Apps. And thank you to the people that takes the time out to watch the commercials, because that's really all I ask for. Okay, watch a commercial or two. It helps the channel. Anyway, y'all, peace.